Los Angeles. Travis Scott's high-energy performances are known for being chaotic and fun-filled shows with concertgoers encouraged to take part in a raucous nature involving mosh pits, crowd surfing and stage diving. Welcome to Scott's Astroworld Festival, where concertgoers can become their rebellious selves. Tragically, the Grammy-nominated rapper's energetic show this time turned deadly after at least 8 people, between the ages of 14 and 27, were killed during a crowd surge at his music festival in Houston on Friday evening. A sizable group of the 50,000 in attendance pushed toward the stage at NRG Park as a timer clicked down to start the performance before the chaotic scene began to ignite. People in the crowd reported lots of pushing and shoving during the performances leading up to Scott's set, which is normal at his shows. He's often encouraged fans to bypass security and rush the stage, but none of those previous situations resulted in fatalities. Travis Scott performs on the first day of the Astroworld Music Festival on November 5, 2021, in Houston. Amy Harris, Envision, AP. Travis Scott's whole aesthetic is about rebellion, said Hip Hop DX editor-in-chief Trent Clark, who has attended several of his performances. The shows heavy a lot of raging. With the death of punk rock, hip-hop has indeed adopted and patterned the new generation of mosh pits. It's not uncommon to see a lot of crowding and raging or complete wild behavior at a Travis Scott show. Scott is an 8-time Grammy-nominated rapper who is music's biggest young stars. The Houston-born musician founded his festival in 2018 on the heels of his chart-topping album, Astroworld, which was led by the infectious song, Sicko Mode. He also has a 3-year-old daughter with Kylie Jenner, who announced in September that she is pregnant with their second child. Travis Scott is legendary in the hip-hop community for his beyond high-energy performances, where he really tries to rile up the crowd, said Noah Shackman, editor-in-chief at Rolling Stone. That makes for some really fun shows and made for a couple of scary incidents. In a tweet posted Saturday, Scott said he was absolutely devastated by what took place last night. He pledged to work together with the Houston community to heal and support the families in need. No matter where the investigation ultimately leads, tragedies like the one at the Astroworld Festival have been happening for a long time. In 1979, 11 people died in a scrambled to enter a Cincinnati, Ohio, concert by The Who. At a soccer stadium in England, a human crush in 1989 led to nearly 100 deaths. In 2015, a collision of 2 crowds at the Hajj pilgrimage in Saudi Arabia caused more than 2,400 deaths based on an Associated Press count of media reports and officials' comments. But with Scott getting into trouble before for the 2 past shows, Shackman thinks the rapper will get a hard second look. In 2017, Scott was arrested after he encouraged fans to bypass security and rush the stage, leaving a security guard, a police officer and several others injured during a concert in Arkansas. In a separate incident, he was sentenced to 1 year of court supervision after pleading guilty to reckless conduct charges stemming from a 2015 incident in Chicago at the Lollapalooza Music Festival. At the time, Chicago officials said Scott encouraged fans to vault security barricades. However, no one was injured. Festival goers are seen rushing into the VIP area prior to Travis Scott performing during Day 1 of the Astroworld Music Festival on November 5, 2021, in Houston. Amy Harris, Envision, AP. In terms of energy, he wants the energy he's giving out on stage to be reciprocated from the audience, almost in defiance, said Julian Kimball, who wrote a concert review on Scott's 2018 Astroworld performance for The Washington Post. He called the rapper one of the most electrifying performers he's seen. "I've seen him tell people like don't listen to security. Forget security. This is for y'all. This is for the fans," he continued. With regards to last night, that's an example of how things can go wrong. There's a lot of negligence across the board. I don't think there's one bad guy or culprit. It's a sweeping structural failure with what happened. Shackman said he hopes the tragedy will help tweak Scott's approach toward his show. He enjoys the rapper's performances but wants a safer atmosphere, where people can still have fun, especially for those eager to find some enjoyment at live shows during the pandemic. "I would expect that there'll be increased measures to make sure concertgoers can have a great time, but do so without getting killed," said Shackman, who grew up on New York hardcore punk rock music. He said that he's no stranger to mosh pits, but he adds that there's a big difference between a mosh pit, even a giant one, and a life-threatening situation. Scott is the scheduled headliner for the Day and Vegas Festival next weekend. But any performance involving Scott could come under some scrutiny for crowd control measures and other safety concerns. Concert promoters pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for security at both private and public events. Shackman said, "That's got to be deployed properly, or else we're going to see another one of these incidents." Breaking news emails. Be the first to know about breaking news and other NBC News reports. Sign up. This site is protected by RECAPTCHA Privacy Policy Terms of Service.